The truth about Jussie Smollett, a deep dive into a controversial case. In the early hours of a frigid Chicago night, a shocking incident unfolded that would ignite a firestorm of media scrutiny and public debate. Jussie Smollett, a rising star known for his role in the hit series Empire, found himself at the center of a narrative that blurred the line between truth and deception. As the clock struck 2 a.m., Smollett stepped out of his apartment in search of a simple sandwich, a routine late-night errand that would soon spiral into an extraordinary saga. The incident, a night of terror? On that fateful night, Smollett reported that he was attacked by two men who allegedly hurled racial and homophobic slurs at him. According to his account, the altercation escalated quickly. He was beaten, and a rope was placed around his neck. The chilling details of this encounter captured the attention of the nation, leading many to rally in solidarity with him. People were horrified at the thought of such a brutal attack occurring in a city that prides itself on diversity and acceptance. The police were notified almost immediately, and the investigation began in earnest. As details emerged, the story took on a life of its own. Witnesses came forward and security cameras captured moments from the night, leading to the apprehension of two suspects. The media frenzy that followed painted a vivid picture of a hate crime, a narrative that many were eager to believe. The investigation, unraveling the truth. However, as the investigation unfolded, cracks began to appear in Smollett's story. Authorities questioned the timeline of events and the motives behind the alleged attack. Rumors swirled, and public opinion began to shift. How could a high-profile actor with so much to lose possibly concoct such a story? The questions grew louder, and soon, the narrative transformed from one of victimhood to suspicion. Smollett's legal troubles escalated when he was charged with filing a false police report. The case took a further twist when the charges were dropped, only for him to be indicted again by a special prosecutor. The courtroom drama that followed was nothing short of riveting, as testimonies were given and evidence was presented. For many, the case became less about the attack itself and more about the implications of truth, deception, and the justice system. Divided opinions, the public reaction. The public reaction to Smollett's case was polarized. On one side, advocates for LGBTQ+ rights and racial equality expressed outrage at the purported attack, viewing it as part of a larger pattern of hate crimes in America. On the other, skeptics questioned the validity of Smollett's claims, fearing that a false narrative could undermine real instances of hate and violence. This division highlighted the complexities of race, identity, and the media's role in shaping public perception. As the case continued to unfold, the documentary titled The Truth About Jussie Smollett was released on Netflix. This film aimed to dissect the intricate layers of the incident, presenting interviews with key figures involved, including law enforcement officials, journalists, and community members. It sought to provide a comprehensive look at what happened that night and the repercussions that followed. The documentary, A Closer Look. The Truth About Jussie Smollett emerges as a critical examination of not just the incident itself, but the broader societal implications. The documentary delves into the media's handling of the story, showcasing how sensationalism can distort reality. It raises essential questions about trust, credibility, and the consequences of a divided society. As viewers are taken through the timeline of events, they encounter various perspectives. Some witnesses recount their experiences, offering conflicting accounts that further complicate the narrative. The film also features insights from experts who analyze the psychological and social factors at play, drawing connections to past cases of hoaxes and their impact on public discourse. One of the most striking elements of the documentary is its exploration of the aftermath. The fallout from the incident extended beyond Smollett himself, affecting communities, advocacy groups, and public trust in the justice system. The film does not shy away from addressing the potential dangers of false narratives, especially in a climate where hate crimes are tragically real and prevalent. The emotional toll, Smollett's perspective. Throughout the documentary, Smollett himself shares his side of the story. His emotional state is palpable as he reflects on the impact of the allegations on his life and career. The viewer is left to grapple with the complexity of human emotion, the pain of being accused, the fear of public perception, and the longing for redemption. Smollett's narrative invites empathy, even as it raises questions. How does one cope with being thrust into the limelight for all the wrong reasons? How does the intersection of race and sexuality play into the public's perception of truth? The documentary forces viewers to confront their biases and the societal structures that influence them. The broader implications, a cultural reflection. Beyond the specifics of Smollett's case, the documentary serves as a cultural reflection on the state of America today. It touches upon the heightened sensitivity surrounding issues of race, identity, and the media's role in shaping narratives. The case has sparked conversations about the responsibilities of public figures, the role of the media in reporting sensitive topics, and the need for accountability in all facets of life. In examining Smollett's actions and the reactions that followed, the film prompts a broader discussion about the nature of truth in a world increasingly defined by misinformation. It challenges viewers to consider how they engage with news and the importance of critical thinking in an era of rapid information exchange. Conclusion: the unresolved questions. As the truth about Jussie Smollett draws to a close, viewers are left with more questions than answers. What really happened that night in Chicago? Was it a hate crime, a hoax, or something in between? The documentary masterfully illustrates the complexities of the case, leaving audiences to ponder the nuances of truth and the impact of public perception. In the end, Jussie Smollett's story is not merely about one man's experience. It's a mirror reflecting the societal challenges we face. It serves as a reminder that the quest for truth is often fraught with complications, and that understanding the myriad perspectives involved is essential. As we continue to navigate a world filled with conflicting narratives, one thing remains clear. The truth, no matter how elusive, is a pursuit worth undertaking. So, what really happened that night in Chicago? Tune in to The Truth About Jussie Smollett and explore the intricacies of this captivating case for yourself. The answers may surprise you, and the discussion it sparks will undoubtedly linger long after the credits roll.